Right, and hands up who thinks it all goes so well in my little world? Yes, that is my Chinese leaves that I was raving about a couple of weeks ago. All gone to seed. Bolted before I could even have one plant from here. So I'll just have to sacrifice this to compost, I guess, and I haven't got anything ready at the moment, so yeah, it'll have to wait. Used potato compost, most of the nutrients are gone from it. Absolutely perfect for sowing carrots into what is it? It's about 9 inches deep soil, perfect for early carrots. A bit of really good compost right at the bottom, and away we go. And here comes the rain again. Lovely weather we're having. Anyway, finally sow the carrots. You don't want too much thinning, but it's not hugely important. You can just, and then just lightly sprinkle with compost. Always remember to water, even though there is plenty of moisture in the actual compost. And my top tip for today is to place a flat surface on the top of it. Ignore the fact this is a crate. That's nothing, no bearing on it whatsoever. It can be a piece of plastic, a piece of cardboard, anything you want. It's not really to exclude light either. All it's doing is to keep that moisture in there. Carrot seed will not germinate if there's not enough moisture in the soil. It detects the wrong conditions, and inside this polytunnel it could heat up quite fast and dry out the surface. Now I have planted 1/3 of the spinach crop inside a greenhouse, and it's just time to water these in. I didn't water the ones outside the greenhouse because there's more than enough rain going on for anybody. Anyway, this is where my Chinese cabbage were. That lovely crop that went to seed. Another lettuce crop coming on nicely. There's successional, a little bit behind these guys, but these will be soon cleared, and the spinach, the petrol spinach as well. And yeah, we'll see how we go. Decided to quickly plant out some of my freckles lettuce, and I planted them in amongst little gems. Now, these are little gems that were harvested a couple of weeks ago, and because I chopped them off at the base, leaving the roots in, they're regrowing. So let's just see how they come out, whether they all bolt. There's more freckles there, all next door to my Chinese celery, which is looking really like it's going to go to seed, which I'm immensely disappointed at. It's got too hot too quick this spring, and what does celery do best? Bolt. Secondarily, potatoes looking pretty good, and a good weed needed amongst my more mature spinach. A bit sparse on the ground, but hey ho, it is what it is. A few garlic, just tried it in this bed over winter to see how they're doing. They're not too bad. There's the carrots, as I said, onions, more lettuce. This is the this here is the Hermine onions, looking really classy already. And then some brassicas at the end. Now then, I know the title of this video was Undercover, but I want to plant out a portion of the spinach into open ground. They'll grow slower and basically act as a successional sowing, I guess, I hope. But in the way as this field beans, they're starting to come to flower now, so it's time that these can go. A little bit longer would be good, but I need the room. So the best way to get rid of field beans is chop down just under the soil level. I know the camera work isn't excellent here, but hopefully you get the idea. So just before the lower soil level ensures that there's no regrowth. If you just allow any green showing, they will regrow and become a nuisance like any other weed. And it's as simple as that. By chopping them off, you leave the nitrogen nodules in the ground ready for this spinach crop. The spinach will be to make maximum use of that nitrogen boost, and that field beans will go to the compost, so nothing's wasted here. It's all good stuff. There's the spinach planted in the grid format, as I like doing. The soil is lovely and deep here and free. It's had compost applied in the past, so it's ready to go. Now then, what I have done to the beans, the rest of the beans, is chop the tops off. I don't know how much, 3-4 inches, 5 inches, just taking it off to try and stop the flowering if I can. I don't mind if it shoots a little bit, but I have a problem in this crop, in as much as that it's got brown spotting on some of the leaves. Early signs of rust, perhaps, bean rust. So chopping off the tops may not work, because we might get overcome by this disease here. You can see it in the screen there. You may have noticed from my adventures on the videos that I do produce an awful lot of seeds, far more than I can handle. Well, I sell them in here. All the money goes to charity, and it's just a way of getting rid of excess produce by donation, not by charging. Everybody donates what they can. The money goes directly to the charity. Jobs are good, and a lot of us put spare produce, spare equipment, old equipment, cardboard in there for the plot holders to take and donate as they see fit and according to their finances. Well, that's it for this release. Thank you very much for joining me, and until the next time, I'll see you later, guys. Hope it's a good week.